This was not the first time Pastor Jeremiah had done it. Not the second. From the very first day he opened his church, he had been doing it. Every burial. Every night. Every pair of eyes, gone. Hidden. The people never suspected a thing. He had bought land cheap at the edge of town. Dry, rocky ground nobody wanted. To most, it was useless. But Jeremiah turned it into a cemetery. And with a holy smile, he told the congregation, "Burial here is free. As long as you are a member." The people clapped. "Our pastor is generous. May God bless him." But when the mourners left, Jeremiah returned alone. A torchlight in one hand. A shovel in the other. His steps were steady. His face calm. He dug fast. He opened coffins with care. And when the faces of the dead lay before him, cold, silent, helpless, he whispered, "Forgive me." Then he cut. Smooth. Precise. Always the eyes. Always both. He wrapped them in a white cloth like they were treasures, placed them in his black leather bag, and covered the grave neatly. By morning, no one could tell the earth had been touched. To the people, he was a holy man. But beneath the hymns and hallelujahs, his secret grew darker with every burial. 10 years earlier, Jeremiah had been just another young man with dreams. First-class degree in religious studies. Devout Christian. No scandals. Everyone believed he would be great. But life turned its back on him. No church wanted him. Too young. Too plain. Too boring. In Port Harcourt, they didn't even let him finish his preaching test. In Benin City, one pastor told him bluntly, "You're too clean. People want drama, not dry holiness." He returned to Lagos broke, hopeless, and living off his parents. One afternoon, he met two of his old classmates, Samoa and Kolopo. They were rich now. Driving big cars, dressed like Lagos kings. They treated him to food, gave him money, then leaned closer. "Jeremiah, you're still holy, right?" "Yes. God will make a way." Kolopo smiled, but his smile was sharp. "What if I told you God has already made a way? We can give you a church, members, money, miracles." Jeremiah frowned. "What's the catch?" Samuel whispered, "We need parts from the dead. Especially their eyes." The spoon dropped from Jeremiah's hand. "Are you mad? Touch dead bodies." "Never." They warned him, "Think about it. Walk away, and you will suffer." That night, Jeremiah lay awake in his parents' small house. Hunger in his belly. Shame in his chest. His father's angry words in his ears. His mother's tired sigh in the dark. A year passed. He prayed, he fasted, he begged, but no job, no money, no hope. Until one rainy night, with thunder in the sky and despair in his soul, Jeremiah picked up his phone. "Samuel," he whispered. "I'm ready." The next day, Samuel handed him a bundle of cash. Within a month, a new church opened, Mountain of Apostolic Fire Ministries. At first, it was small. Plastic chairs, borrowed speakers. But within months, the church exploded. They said miracles were happening. The blind saw. The lame walked. Jeremiah's voice thundered across the hall, his tears flowing as he preached. Videos of him went viral. Crowds poured in from everywhere. Pastor Jeremiah became a sensation. A man of fire. A revivalist. But success came with a price. One day, Samuel reminded him. "Pastor, don't forget why we helped you. You need a cemetery. You need access to bodies." And so, Jeremiah bought land at the edge of town. He named it Zion Rest Cemetery. And with holy hands lifted high, he told the church, "From today, no member will pay for burial again. All will be free." The people cried with joy. They didn't know the free cemetery was a trap. By day, Jeremiah prayed over the dead with soft words and gentle tears. By night, he dug them up. Torchlight in hand. Shovel in the soil. Knife in his pocket. Eyes removed. Wrapped in cloth. Handed to Samoa or Kolopo in the forest. In return, dollars. Crisp. Fresh. Heavy. The trade was silent. No prayers. No gratitude. Only money and death changing hands under the moon. Soon Jeremiah built mansions. Opened schools. Donated to orphanages. Politicians came to his church. Other pastors bowed before him. The people adored him. "Our pastor is blessed," they shouted. But nobody knew what happened when the stars came out. Then one day, Pastor Elisha came to town. A fiery preacher from another state. During his crusade, he paused and said, "Some men wear white robes, but their hands are red with blood. Some graves are not resting places, they are hunting grounds." The church went silent. Jeremiah shifted in his seat. That night, some elders secretly dug up a grave. The body inside had no eyes. The next morning, they confronted Jeremiah. He denied it. Lies. The devil is using outsiders to destroy our ministry. The crowd believed him. They defended him. The matter died. But doubt had entered the air like smoke. It was Samuel's mother's death that broke everything. At the funeral meeting, Jeremiah smiled. "We'll bury her at Zion Rest. Don't worry. I'll handle everything." But Samuel's face hardened. "My mother's eyes are not for sale." Jeremiah froze. Couple shouted angrily. "Don't be stupid, Samuel. What makes her different?" We all agreed. Samuel's voice shook with pain. "She prayed for me every night. She carried me when I was sick. I will not let anyone touch her body, not even you." The shouting grew loud. Members gathered by the door. Then Samuel turned to the crowd and screamed, "You all think he's holy. Ask him what happens after dark in the cemetery." Gasps. Cries. Murmurs. The church shook with fear and anger. That night, the young men of the town stormed Zion Rest. With shovels and torches, they dug up graves. One body. No eyes. Another body. No eyes. Every coffin, the same horror. By morning, the whole town knew. Pastor Jeremiah has been stealing the eyes of the dead. Police sirens wailed. Jeremiah was dragged out of his mansion, bound in chains. Samuel and Kolopo too. The people cursed him. Spat on him. "You betrayed us," they cried. "You touched our dead." The church was sealed shut. His name turned to poison. In court, photos of eyeless corpses were shown. Jeremiah first denied, then confessed, crying. The judge gave him life imprisonment. From pastor to prisoner. From shepherd to wolf. They said he lost his mind in jail, muttering Bible verses in one corner, rocking like a broken man. Zion Rest Cemetery was shut forever. Nobody goes near it. But the story remains. A warning. Greed is a bottomless pit. One eye today demands two tomorrow. And betrayal? It always comes back, even if it hides behind the pulpit.